Today we'll be taking a look at the Rampage padded roll bar cover kit for Jeeps in black denim. This is available for all Jeep Wrangler models. See etrailer.com for your specific fit. As you can see, our padded covers most of our roll bar all the way around. It has a nice 1/2 inch thick foam. The built-in 1/2 inch foam padding is going to help protect us from any minor bumps or bruises, as well as protect the roll bar. As you can see, the padded roll bar has built-in accommodations for our seat belts, as well as any other accessory that we might have with us. The nice black denim color is going to help complement the outside as well as the inside of your Jeep. Now that we've gone over some of the features, I'll go ahead and show you how to get these things installed. First thing you want to do is you want to remove your seat belt, which is what we did. Just the 2 bolts here. Then we can go ahead and unzip our roll bar cover. You notice there's some foam on the inside. We'll want to make sure that wraps around our roll bar. Another thing we want to do is to line our 2 holes up here where our factory bolts go for our seat belt. Then we can zip that up. Once we get it zipped up to about there, we can go ahead and move up to the top portion of our roll bar. Up top, we'll want to leave this unzipped just a little bit, and then we'll unzip our top part here. Once that's unzipped, we'll go underneath. Can wrap our cover over our top part of our roll bar. We'll want to make sure that our padding is inside of our cover. And then we can finish zipping this up. So as we tuck our padding in our roll bar cover, we'll come down here and start zipping the top portion up. Once again, making sure that our padding is inside of our roll bar cover as we continue to zip it up. Now over here, we've got our seat belt removed as well, so we can go ahead and unzip this portion. Once again, making sure that our holes line up with our seat belt holes. Then as we get up top here, we have some existing foam. We can just combine that with the center part of our roll bar. Now to install our pad for our bar here, we'll need to remove these 2 existing factory bolts and then remove our windshield bolt so our windshield will fold down out of the way. And then we can simply slip them on. Now with this side being done, we can go ahead and take the ones off on the other side. Now that we have our roll bar unattached from our windshield, we can fold that forward. But before we do that, we'll also need to remove this part of our bar. Back here is a T50 security bolt. Now most of you may not have this tool, but we found it actually just as easy to use a pair of vice grips to unscrew that. Now with all of our bolts out, we can go ahead and fold our windshield down. Now if you want to fold it completely down, you'll need to take off your windshield wipers. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have somebody step in and hold the windshield for me while I take the bars off. So then you'll take your pad, and you want the small part of your pad, this piece up here, all the way where your windshield would be. So we'll just go ahead and put that on. Once we get that slid on, then we can go ahead and slide it the rest of the way through. Now that we have our pad on, you'll notice that these two spots are left open. This is to secure our door channel if we were using a soft top. Now we can go ahead and put that back on. Then we can run our bolt back through and repeat that same step on the other side. Now that we have our second pad on, we can go ahead and place that back into our roll bar here and put our bolt in. Now that we have those hand tightened, we'll go ahead and bring our windshield up and put our roll bar back in place. All right, with our bolts finger tightened, we can go ahead and tighten them down with our socket wrench. Now that we have our roll bar attached to our windshield up top, then we can go ahead and put our bolt back in down here and tighten that up on both sides. Now for the back portion of our roll bar, we've already removed our seat belts on both sides, so we can go ahead and unzip the cover, making sure that our pad goes all the way around, like so. And then Rampage has provided a hole, just like for the front seat belts. We want to make sure and line that up with our rear seat belt hole. And then we can go ahead and zip it up. Once again, just kind of helping along, making sure that the pad remains even as we zip it up. Now we'll repeat that same step on this side, once again lining up our hole with our seatbelt anchor and make sure that our foam goes around our bar evenly, and then we can zip it up. Now with our pads on our roll bars, our last step would be to secure our seatbelt back on. So as you can see, our holes match up with where our bolts go. We'll go ahead and thread that through, top and bottom. Get those started. Then we'll take our socket wrench you'll want to tighten them evenly if you can. Then we'll put our cover on. And then finally we'll secure our actual seat belt. Now with our seat belts back on, that's going to complete today's look at the Rampage padded roll bar cover kit for Jeep Wranglers.